Quik Fix is brought to you by Pure24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to use. Visit their website, pure24store.com. Products ship worldwide. And of course, you can use our code The Fix to get 15% off all items. The only gummies you need for a better life. And of course, Quik Fix is brought to you by Prison Marketing Consultants. Say it with me. The public relations and media platform catering to the Caribbean diaspora. So Quik Fix is a run-up of the news that we'll miss throughout the week. So we're just going to jump right into it. So as Naro teased in the earlier segment before the break, Shaneil Muir is leaving dancehall for good. So on the heels of last Sunday's emotional Instagram live, where dancehall songstress Shaneil Muir expressed that she was seriously contemplating departing the dancehall industry, it appears the singer has decided to follow through on that decision. On Wednesday afternoon, via an Instagram post, the Yamabella hitmaker confirmed that she was officially leaving the secular world of dancehall to focus on God's work. Despite the announcement, she intends to honor all previously contracted engagements before making her complete transition. In the lengthy post read in part, I'm not leaving dancehall for Christianity because I've always been a Christian, a sinner, yes, but aren't we all? I'm leaving to do God's work to find peace, happiness, salvation. This world cannot offer me that. My reward is not in the hands of men, and I wrestle not with flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers. So she said, because of my secular choices, I have obligations to conclude this chapter of my life, and I do not know what tomorrow brings, but God's grace and mercy, I will baptize and rededicate my life to God, and no matter how this ship may rock, Jesus is the anchor. So in the weeks ahead, Shanini is expected to make several appearances in Belize, St. Croix, New York, St. Thomas, New Jersey, St. Lucia, St. Martin, Atlanta, and of course Jamaica.
As in St. Thomas in Jamaica?
That's why I took a breath, but I forgot there's a Caribbean country named St. Thomas. Why are we so dense?
I don't know why.
Why are you so dense?
I found it weird that she still will honor these dates when they decide that she was going to commit her life to Christendom. It seemed like it was a clean break. I just think it's going to be weird. Like, even the people attending those shows, I say, yo, it's kind of weird to watch her perform that song when 3D? I know that, 3D, Yamabella and song with Cartel. Like, is she going to give off, the energy required to perform them songs there to an audience that want to hear perform these songs where the people know, say, yo, a Christendom thing really there. So it's like she'll postpone it until she, fulfill these dates. It's kind of weird to me.
I agree with that part because that was my immediate thought. Like you're gonna fulfill your engagements, because that's the same thing in my thought. Like, we all know that you're leaving. You're not gonna give the same energy to the performance that you would prior to this announcement. But I guess it's just not to make it so much legalities, because I guess the deposits were already made. Promises were already made to the fans. So it seems, I understand.
I'm sure it's just going to be weird.
So I'm assuming that she's probably trying to start the new year off on the right foot. So she's trying to close out this chapter of her life and begin anew in January, which that's cool. That makes sense. Everyone usually do a renewal in the start of the year. So yeah, that's good.
Not even the outfit them what she wear, like she do no skimpy outfit.
Yeah, none of those things. Yeah. All right, so we wish you all the best, Shaneil, and peace of mind is the main thing. At
the end of the day, that's all I hope that she gets.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
All right, so Skilly Banks concert a threat. A senior government minister in St. Lucia has expressed concern that a person appeared on stage armed with a gun during a Skillibeng concert over the weekend. Pose a lot of questions. So we need some serious answers. We need to ask some serious questions. As far as I knew, the police took a position that they were not approving the show because the individual in question is someone who has been involved in singing and promoting music that glorifies crime and gun violence. And I know because I was in discussion with the police force, the Tourism, Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Information Minister Dr. Ernst Hilaire said. The police were very clear that they were not going to approve it on the grounds of national security and event security. The promoter of this said event has since apologized and stating that everything was in order, and they apologized for the bad optics that it may have caused. So yeah, Your thoughts on it?
It's a bad optic, especially with what the Guyanese opposition had to say about
Skillibeng and Spice.
The ban on
Guyana.
Skeng.
Yeah, in Guyana.
Was it Guyana as well?
Guyana.
So yeah, the optics aren't really good here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure that this wasn't really anything in the broad scheme of things. I just think it was just the optics and the whole talk surrounding dancehall as well, including the news surrounding the broadcasting commission.
Yeah.
Somehow I feel plays into feeding this news.
Well, I think the overall the optics is bad. It definitely is bad, and I think you're right that the promoter and whoever, as Kevin said, the promoter is to be blamed. And even maybe is an entourage from Skillibeng. Like there's several questions, as the minister said, that needs to be answered. Yeah, several questions that need to be answered because it don't look good. You know, you're on stage. Why you have a gun on stage?
Yeah.
You know, like there wasn't any immediate threat that at least nobody's supposed to know of. And if there is, like, you know, security, the police, the St. Lucian police should have been on the ground to take care of that. So it just don't look right because it feel as if it don't look right for Skillibeng. I think that, you know, and you're already in hot water around the Caribbean, in Guyana and here at home, as one of the people who claim to be support or promoting violence and you know, gun culture.
Yeah.
You should not have no matter if it's the police or whatever, there should have been somebody on the team to say, can you either remove that or, you know, somebody.
Like you are.
So it ain't right. And finally, 67 albums up for contention for Reggae Grammy Award. As the first round of voting gets underway for the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, creatives and members of the Recording Academy have begun actively campaigning for their respective projects to secure a nomination. In the Best Reggae Album category, 67 albums have been selected from the pool of submissions by the Academy and that will now compete for final selection. So among some of the projects, dancehall projects are Truly John by Cartel, 438 by Massacre, Spice Emancipated, and Conscience Red Rain. On the reggae side, you have Bugle's Toxicity, Kabaka Pyramid announces his presence with The Calling, and Jamil steps out with Legend. So, you know, and the rest of the category is proliferated with foreign acts. There are a ton of reggae and dancehall artists that throw their ring in for Grammy contention.
Throw them hat in the ring.
What I said?
Throw the ring.
Throw the hat in the ring. Thank you. Yeah, for Grammy contention. So it'd be nice to see a list or a nomination of Jamaican artists. And again, I find it weird that dancehall and reggae artists are competing for the same award, but that's a different story.
Let me tell you, it would be very nice to see 438 get a nod. I think it stands a good chance with the critical acclaim and the groundswell of support and positivity surrounding that album. I think it may just be one of them dancehall projects that seep through. Like you always have one of them projects that like every 2 years that it's like the surprise. Oh, them actually let that through from the dancehall side of things. I think a dark horse to actually get a nom is Bling Dog's Elevate. I've been hearing nothing but good things about this. True. I've yet to actually listen to the album myself, but I've been hearing nothing but good things about that album. Big up Bling Dog. Yeah, I think some of the names that are there, you're going to get a name that is already familiar with the Grammy voters, like a Sean Paul. I think that will probably get a nod.
Elephant Man is also
Elephant Man is there as well,
and the Mark of Melody also.
That was a good album. I like that album.
Well.
I like that album. Hopefully somebody like a Kabaka can get a nod as well. Kabaka has been good, doing good work.
And of course, Grammy Key Coffee, Gifted was also.
I think that stands a good chance as well. Maybe even Protege. But
it's like a good blend.
A good blend.
Of
it just knows that one spot is going, or two spots going to reserve for California bands and bands that people are going to say, oh, who are they? Can I say this though before we leave? The people them also doing this stupidity that them making graphics on the road and do it for your consideration. Like, stop it. All right, stop it. Only thing not even probably submit to the Grammy nomination process. I just try to catch up in the hype as for your consideration. Oh no, stop. Don't stop. All right.